Hey Deckers, it's Liam here. The Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1 is now available on Steam, so it's time to see how it goes on Steam Deck for you. Now I'm going to start with the positives here. Hold on a minute. I know I did write down something positive here. Yes, it's on Steam. That's the positive I came up with. The rest is not so good. Let's start with Metal Gear Solid, which does actually work and seems to work okay with Proton 8. Their fancy little launcher to pick your game and change settings works, as do the intro videos and all the audio. The controls are a little bit backwards still with this one, with B as OK and A as cancel. Technically, this one so far seems to be fine and works, although it doesn't exactly look very good. It is an old game now, but it would have been nice if they at least did something with the visuals, because it looks really blocky and messy. The cutscenes also don't exactly feel very smooth, they're blurry, and perhaps I saw a bit of ghosting in it as well, but at least they work. Still, there's a lot of charm to the original, and I have some really fond memories of playing this through on the original PlayStation, so I'm getting a big nostalgia hit here. I remember getting utterly lost in this game when I was younger, looking up guides. It's a great game, well, when it came out. The forced resolution is really not good here though, which you're seeing right now with a full screen capture using my USB capture card, and it puts it inside a frame. What about directly on the Steam Deck screen though? Well, it looks like this. Yes, definitely not ideal playing a game in a box frame like this on a small screen. But overall, we can see it definitely works, and all parts of the game so far seem okay. I will say this though, be careful not to force quit the game from the Steam menu though, as that appeared to actually not keep my save game. Press the two shoulder buttons to bring up the in-game menu to quit it properly. So yes, Metal Gear Solid works on Steam Deck out of the box with no changes needed. Battery life even seems pretty good, but I would expect it to be when the game is as old as this. And performance is fine. Although it says 60 FPS in the Steam Deck's overlay, it should actually only be 30 FPS in the actual game, from what the developer said was locked at 30 FPS across all platforms. Moving swiftly on to Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. The good news there is it launches, but there's no audio on the intro, so that is broken point number 1. Then once you get past the silent intro video, the main menu does have music, so that's fine, and you start a new game and it begins to give you the intro text, and then it just quits to the Steam library. So, swapping from Proton 8 to Proton Experimental, trying it again, and the same issue. After starting, the intro text comes up where it will once again just quit back to your Steam library. So right now, we can consider Sons of Liberty broken. Finally, we have Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, one I actually haven't played before. Testing it first on the North American version, which works to the menu, and getting to the intro text, and just like the previous game, it quits to the Steam library. Ouch, not again. Okay, trying the European game option to see if that's any different. And nope, it still quits to the Steam library after the starting intro text. So both Sons of Liberty and Snake Eater are broken with Proton on Steam Deck. And I did again test Proton Experimental as well, but the same exact problem, sadly. So with that in mind, right now, this is going to be a hard pass from me. Not only are they seemingly the most basic ports you can imagine, but 2 out of the big 3 don't even work right now. And for the first one, Metal Gear Solid, the forced box resolution is, it's not looking good. Now, this is such a huge shame to see, but I imagine relatively quickly Valve will get some Proton updates out to help their second 2 at least actually get into the game. But even so, for the price they're asking for, it's a lot of money for very little in the way of making them actually run nicely on Steam Deck and just PC as a platform in general. It is a shame, but that's it for this highlight. Once I see any Proton upgrades that come out to help it, I will aim to let you know in a future video. But for now, it's probably best to wait and see, or just go and emulate it. It's just not worth it. Thanks for coming along. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you do appreciate videos like this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.